Hey, what's up everyone? Morey Croson here, and today we're going to be talking about how your hip rotation is impacting how long it takes you to get rid of the football, as well as how far you're able to throw the football. And we're going to start the video right now. This is the newest edition of the Performance Lab. Reach your individual goals. We don't want to just talk about straight line speed. We also want to talk about your ability to be quick. We break down your video. Let's make you into the quarterback I know you can become. All right, so this is obviously going to be a very important concept as it really applies to getting the ball out of your hand quickly and really adding a lot more power to the throw. And really what I've realized here is, and we talked about this obviously a lot, where it's a lot about timing and being able to understand how to properly coordinate the throw in order to really get the most behind it. And what I've really started realizing is that when people were loading here, we're getting a little bit too caught up in really, as we're getting our weight into this back leg, just taking too long to be able to get this step down. And because it just takes us a long time to be able to get this step down and even be able to start the process of rotating within the hip, it just really delays the ability to get the ball out of our hands quickly. And I'm sure for some of you younger quarterbacks or even quarterbacks that might have an offensive line that's struggling, you are starting to realize how important it is to be able to get the ball out of your hands quickly. So we want to be able to really go more in detail into that. And so what we want to be seeing here is we want to be able to see you load into this back leg, but we also want to be able to be quick and being able to get that hip to be able to rotate. And what we do when that happens, we don't necessarily need to be shifting our weight forward. We really want to be able to kind of keep our weight back by one, pressing down with that back foot, and two, really keeping our back shoulder, right, or our throwing shoulder over that back foot the best that we can. Okay, and in order to do this, I do think what we've been seeing a lot more with quarterbacks, the higher level quarterbacks, they have a little bit wider base. I do think that's effective in being able to really help in transition your weight forward and also make it so we can, again, get the ball out of your hand quick. So if you have a tighter base, it's going to take you longer to be able to take a step to be able to get a good base, which is going to make it so now the timing's off within the throw. Or if you have a really tight base in general, what we see a lot of times is an excessive amount of upper body movement, which again makes it so it's going to take us longer to be able to get the ball out of our hands. So what you want to see is a little bit of a wider base here. And just to first work on it here, what I'll do is I'll have quarterbacks just work on just being able to rotate and even be in the position where, you know, I'm kind of loaded here with my throwing arm, right? So I'm not here and having to do this. I'm already kind of loaded back where I want to be, and I'm just working on being able to rotate, right, and get that momentum here. I'm not really trying to shift my weight like this. I'm really just trying to rotate in the lower body and then coordinate that rotation as I throw the ball. And I really want to feel how well I can coordinate that. So I'm putting an emphasis on rotating here and coordinating, getting a quick release, getting my elbow through, my wrist through the fastest I can. It might have looked a little bit slow. I haven't practiced this at all. That was just my first throw. If it looked quick, then that just shows after going through this a few times, you'll really be able to get this pretty quick here. But you really want to be able to rotate and then get the ball out of your hand as fast as we can, with being as efficient as we can with that elbow, with that wrist. So then once we start getting a little bit better with that, now we want to just go from a normal position in the throw here. So I'm just here. I'm going to be, position would be with the feet when I'm going to be throwing the ball. I want to have both hands on the football, and then I just want to load, rotate, and be able to get that ball out of my hand quick. And I'll do another one here just to kind of show just the quickness of being able to get the ball out of my hands, and then also want to compare that to another example that I'll go through, which is where I'm just really sitting back and like loading into that back leg and taking a long time to get that front foot down. And I just want to be able to compare how those two look. All right, so hopefully that made sense in being able to really identify the difference between what it looks like when you're getting the ball out of your hands quickly and how well you're able to utilize those hips in comparison to when you're trying to use too much arm and how much longer the throw ends up becoming, and also how much more stress it's going to end up putting on the arm when you start doing that for a long period of time. So if that did make sense to you, go and click that thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel if you have any questions, comments, or recommendations. We'd love to hear those down below. And also check out what we have in the description. We have a couple programs that are available for you, ones that help you throw the ball further, just work on overall mechanics. I do a lot of stuff when it comes to just understanding how to be able to build more strength, upper body range of motion, core strength, balance, just things that are going to help you not only become a better quarterback, but really just a better overall athlete. And the concept is if we can make you into the strongest, most powerful, fastest, be able to jump high, balance, have great body control, and apply that to being a great quarterback, that's going to really translate the best when it comes to long-term performance, and especially when we apply that to a variety of different types of sports, or really just being able to stay healthy and being able to really maximize your overall potential in general. And so that's why we put a big focus on not only doing the mechanics training and training to become a better quarterback, but also just being able to become a better athlete in general, because we think that the combination of both of those really makes a big difference when it comes to long-term improvement as an athlete. So check out the description. We have Quarterback University, gives you some great details about the mechanics and videos and a great technical understanding of what it takes to be a quarterback, as well as if you do the individualized programming, you get a program specific for you, or we also have that Throw 60 program, which is going to put a big focus on being able to throw the ball with more velocity, more power. Yeah, we still will put obviously a big focus on developing your body and improving your strength. It's just a little bit more of a focus on the velocity, power, throwing distance, things like that, where Quarterback University is a little bit more focused on just being a better quarterback in general. So again, check out the links down below. If you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer those for you. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.